Hello and welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So James Madison's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Looking to get it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Denson. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Toss to the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Catch in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's up to 107 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Denson. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. After 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Allen. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Leaves it with the back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. And the Dukes will punt this one away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now this offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella, throw him the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw. It's Denson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Under fire. Oh, better look out.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Denson. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward. And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on now.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Handoff to the single running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Ellis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, James Madison.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football.
Looking for the end zone. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. And now this offense will take the field again. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
We said